Hi everyone, it's Mikki here. Today I want to talk to you about the DAS pre-registration for Walt Disney World. For anyone who isn't already aware, DAS stands for Disability Access System. And that's available at Walt Disney World for anybody who is not able to stand in the regular lines. It's not a queue jumper system or a queue cutter system. You still have to wait the same amount of time as someone in the regular queue. You just don't have to physically stand in the queue. So you will get a return time to return to the ride in question. If you've got a ride that's got a 90-minute wait time, you will get a return time 80 minutes from the point where you sign up. It is available for people who are unable to stand in the queue for whatever reason. Now, I don't want to spend time on this video going into the ins and outs of what is considered an acceptable reason or the details of why I myself qualify for the DAS. That is individual to every person, and the cast members at Disney have training on what is and what isn't acceptable. So what I want to cover today is how the pre-registration for the DAS works. This only came into effect a couple of years ago. You used to have to register in person when you arrived at Walt Disney World. So the fact that you can now pre-register for your DAS and it's all now done on the app is much better. I do want to qualify that by saying you can still register in person if you don't want to register in advance. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it in person when you get over there. Personally, I've done the pre-registration. I'm an organiser. I like a list. I like to have things done before I go anywhere. So I have done the pre-registration, and I just wanted to share with you the process of getting that done and what that looks like. I have filmed previously a video on using the DAS on a day in the park, and that is available on my channel, and I will link that for you in the description below so you can have a look at what it looks like when you're actually there and how you use it day to day if it's something that you've not done previously. But for the pre-registration, first of all, if you're in the United Kingdom, you will need to use a VPN on your computer, and you will need to set it to being in the United States. I've done that. We have a VPN built in to the computer security that we use. This is absolutely not an advert for this computer security system or anything like that. This just happens to be the one that we have, and it's built in. So we're able to select the VPN there and select that we're in the United States. And what that will do then is that will allow me to go through on the Walt Disney World website and do the DAS pre-registration process. Unfortunately, unless the website thinks that you're in the United States, the website won't take you through for the process. So you just have to trick it a little bit. So once you've got a VPN set, if you go into the Walt Disney World website and log into your My Disney Experience account, and then it knows who you are, you do have to have the account set up, and you do need to have your tickets linked, because when you speak to the cast member, they need to know who you are and when you're going to the parks. So make sure you've got that set up before you go through this process. But once you've logged into your account, the best thing to do then, I find, is just to search for DAS or disability access within the Walt Disney World website. If you do the search, then the relevant page will come up, bring you the information that you need and take you through the details. You will be asked to read the terms and conditions and confirm that you accept them, that you will adhere to the terms and conditions, that you will be using the disability access system correctly, that you actually require the DAS and that you're using it properly. You will see on the screenshots here that I've run through that and ticked it. I have used the DAS before, both in Walt Disney World and in Disneyland in Anaheim, so I'm fully aware of how it works. So once you've gone through and read the terms and conditions and read the details, it then lets you know that you will need to do a virtual chat with a cast member, and it asks if you're ready to do that, and you click yes when you're ready, and then it will go ahead and pop up and ask you for a couple of details. Now this opens at 7 AM Eastern time, which is Florida time. That equates to 11 AM here in the UK. So I actually did this pretty much dead on 11 AM, and it didn't take long at all for me to get a response from someone. Now I've stopped the screen recording at the point where I gave them any of my personal details, because you don't need to see all that, but you will see how kind of quick it goes through. So it just asks a couple of details on the chat, and then within a few minutes I got contact from someone who said, I'm just dealing with someone else, I'll be with you in a minute. And then maybe 2 minutes later someone came through to me, asked for my details, and then asked if I was happy to accept a video call. Once I said I was happy to accept the video call, that came through on my computer. So just make sure you've got video enabled, sound enabled, everything like that, and that you're going to be able to accept that call from the cast member. And then they will just go into the details of the DAS, and they will ask you the reason that you're unable to stand in the queue. If you're a parent needing to have that discussion for a child, you will be able to do that as well. But you will have that conversation kind of face to face, I suppose it is, over video. And then if they're happy that you qualify for the DAS, what they then do is they then take an image of you using the camera, and that will be logged on your profile. The DAS will then be set up on your My Disney Experience account, and it will be linked to whoever is in your party. There's only 2 of us that travel, so my husband is linked to me as my travelling party, which means that we can go onto the rides together using the DAS system. I believe it's up to 4 people, but I could be wrong because I've never travelled in a big group, so you would need to check on that if you are travelling in a large group. Once they've done the video call with you, they get that registered on your account. And then what you can do, if you choose to, you can pre-register 2 DAS per day for 7 days of your trip. So these will be pre-registered. They're in an hour slot. Whatever park you choose, and you can set them up ready for whatever slots they've got available. If you go with an idea of what you might like, if you're a go with the flow kind of person, then you don't need to do it at all. I was able to book most of what we wanted. Not everything was available on the days that we wanted or at the times that worked for us. To let you know then, now that we have the DAS booked, we've got that set up on My Disney Experience, what happens then once you get to Walt Disney World? When you get into the park, what will happen is on your My Disney Experience app, as soon as you scan in to any park on any day, in your My Disney Experience app, the DAS option will become available for you. You can then go into the DAS option and look to book an immediate DAS for that day, for whatever is available. As I say, I do have another video that I filmed on our last trip that shows you how it works in practicality during the day. And to let you know, when you're riding the rides, you will go to the lightning lane entrance for the ride and you will scan in there, either your ticket, your magic band, your phone, however you're doing it, that's where you will scan in. The person that is registered for the DAS must scan in first, and what will happen is your photograph will come up on their system. So whatever ride it is, I will scan my magic band first. It will come up on the counter where the cast member is. They will see my photo. They need to confirm that it's me that's entering. Once they've done that, my husband can then scan his magic band, and that will then allow him to enter the ride alongside me. So there's no way that he can go on a ride without me but to use the DAS. If he wants to go on a ride that I don't want to ride, can't ride, anything like that, he has to join the normal queue. The DAS can only be used if the person who is registered for it is riding the ride. So I hope that was helpful for anybody who will be going to Walt Disney World and using the DAS for the first time, or it's the first time that you're going since the DAS has been digital. Let me know in the comments if that was useful for you, or if there's anything else you'd like to know about DAS. I will try my very best to answer any questions that I can. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you've liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so that you know when any other videos drop. Please share it with any friends that you think will like this. And once again, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.